let's unpack a really simple, but wow, incredibly deep Gujarati folktale. It's one of those stories that uses just a couple of characters and one really clever move to teach this huge lesson about respect, about how we see the world, and honestly, about the hidden power of the words we use every day.
Okay, so let's get right into it. You're looking at two phrases that are the absolute heart of this story, like a donkey and like an ox. Now, these might seem like simple, almost childish insults, but trust me, they are the keys that unlock this entire lesson. They really set the stage for something powerful. So picture this. Our story starts in a totally normal place, a village square. We've got two holy men, two ascetics, just chilling under a tree. These are guys who are supposed to see the good, the divine, in everything, especially in each other. And then a devotee shows up, wanting to pay his respects. It all seems very peaceful, but that's about to change. And here's the setup. One of the ascetics gets up to go take a bath. This leaves the other one alone with the devotee. And this private little moment, it's the perfect chance for the devotee to ask a question he probably wouldn't ask if they were both sitting there. This is where it all kicks off. The devotee asks what seems like a couple of harmless questions. But the answers he gets, whoa. They are harsh, they're animalistic, and they shine a big, bright light on a major problem between these two holy men. So, the devotee turns to the ascetic, who's still there, and asks a really simple question. He's curious about the guy who just left. Hey, what's he like? He's probably expecting to hear something amazing, about his wisdom, his virtues, something inspiring. And the answer he gets is just a gut punch. There's no praise. Not even a thoughtful critique. Just a blunt, dismissive insult. He's like a donkey. That's it. So coarse, so immediate. Okay, so a little while later, the tables turn. The first ascetic comes back from his bath, and now the second one gets up to leave. It's the exact same setup, a perfect mirror image. And this gives our devotee the perfect chance to see if this negativity is a two-way street. So, of course, the devotee sees his chance. He asks the first ascetic the exact same question. And what about that saint? What's he like? I mean, at this point, we can all pretty much guess what's coming, can't we? And yep, there it is. The reply is just as nasty. He is like an ox. So the circle of disrespect is now complete. These two holy men, who are supposed to be enlightened, see nothing in each other but dumb animals. So with these two insults ringing in his ears, our devotee totally gets it now. He realizes he can't just talk to them about this, he needs to show them. And that's when he hatches this brilliant little plan. He invites both of them over to his house for lunch, and they, of course, accept. So the two ascetics show up at the devotee's house ready for a nice meal, with absolutely no idea what they're walking into. See, the devotee isn't just serving them food, he's about to serve them a lesson they'll never forget. And here we go. This is the punchline. It's genius. The devotee brings out their lunch. For the man who is called a donkey, he serves a heaping plate of animal fodder. And for the one who is called an ox, a big pile of dry sorghum stalks. He literally gives them the exact food that fits the labels they gave each other. Their reaction is exactly what you'd expect. They're furious. They look down at this inedible garbage and just explode. Devotee! What is this? Are you crazy? This isn't food? They are completely insulted and just baffled by what's happening. And right here, this is the turning point. The devotee doesn't back down. He doesn't apologize. He just looks at them calmly because he's got them right where he wants them. He's about to hold up a mirror, and they're not going to like what they see. His explanation is so simple, it's brutal. He just says, fodder for the donkey, sorghum for the ox, gone, eat. He is literally serving them their own words. And the two ascetics? They're just stunned into silence. They have no choice but to confront the sheer ugliness of what they said. So once the lesson has sunk in, the devotee lays it all out. First, he chews them out for talking about each other so terribly. Then he gives them the moral. You have to learn to see the greatness in the other person. And only then, after they've absorbed this, does he bring out the real meal he'd made all along. Delicious doodh pak puri. So what is the big takeaway from this incredible little story? It's about way more than just being polite. It's about a very specific kind of respect, something that's at the very core of what the devotee was looking for in the first place, true devotion. And that concept has a name, Mahima. It means glory, greatness, virtue, but it's more than just a word, it's an action. It's the practice of actively looking for, recognizing, and then speaking about the good you see in other people. It's exactly what those two ascetics completely failed to do. And this just nails the final moral of the story. Real devotion isn't about how you act when you're alone or what robes you wear. It's about how you see and treat other people. To sing of each other's glory, to sing of their virtues, that is devotion. So here's the really crucial point, the thing that applies to all of us. Our words are way more powerful than we think. They don't just describe our reality. In a way, they create it. The ascetics said their brothers were animals, and so they got an animal's meal. Simple as that. And that brings us to the final question, the one I want to leave you with. How often do we do this? How often are the words we use to describe someone else, a coworker, a family member, a rival, less of a window into who they are, and more of a mirror, reflecting our own state of mind back at us? It's a pretty powerful thing to think about.